hello. Just want everyone to possibly see this so we get more exposure. I'm not him or them, but I will help them because our system is corrupt. This is Bank of America, February 7th, 2011.
Zero 238. And your name again?
My name is Curry.
Curry.
C-U-R-R-Y, just like the spice.
Okay, great.
Okay, let me ask you one other question, sir, before we move on. Have you been provided with the phone number to the Department of Housing and Urban Development?
And the purpose of that number is?
The state of California requires Bank of America Home Loans to provide you with that number to use as an alternate debt counseling option. For all California residents, we're required to provide that number.
For what purpose?
To use as an alternate debt counseling option?
Well, the option I'm trying to get is the modification, which no one will return my phone call on. I've had people hang up on me just a few minutes ago. I was on hold for 15 minutes. And when they said, do you want to speak to Kimberly's, if you want to speak to someone right away, hit number 2, and it hung up on me. I've been trying to do this for over a year and a half. I've had people at your office tell me, you can get a lawyer, but you'll be broke and homeless. I have not been late on my payment in 10 years. I've done a direct deposit. You guys have made my payments late 3 times, charged me over $350 in late fees, and the only reason they were removed is because I caught them. I'm going to go to court. I tape record every phone call conversation I have because you guys lie. I need space, please.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. I want to apologize for all of that, but are you telling me that right now you're recording my call?
Oh, well, I just say what you guys do. I may or may not be recording for quality assurance purposes.
But are you recording this call?
Well, it's irrelevant because I just need straight answers.
Okay, but no, sir, and I'm sorry, because you did bring it up. I'm just asking you if you are recording this call.
Okay, can you transfer me to someone that can help me, please?
I can help you. But I just want you to...
I am, yes.
You are...
I am.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you to cease recording.
Because that's Bank of America's policy not to have anything recorded, is that correct?
That is a policy.
And you can get fired if you allow it to happen, correct?
Well, I'm not trying to lose my job.
Exactly. So they're teaching you guys through fear to keep everyone in line.
Okay, sir.
I've had it. I'm up to here. I'm getting ready. My next step is to go stand out in front of Bank of America with a sign that says, you're a thief. Because they stole over $340 out of my account, never disclosed it, never warned me. And I want to speak to Kimberly's boss, but I get to run around and you guys will transfer me to someone else or deliberately hang up on me. And I'm not okay with that anymore. I'm not going to sit passive while you guys walk all over me. I've made my payments for 10 years straight without a late payment. And you guys have me in modification where I don't know what they're doing with my loan. I really don't. And no one can give me a straight answer. I'm in ill health. I've told them, and no one cares. I just would like a straight answer. They told me my loan was done. I would get my payments in 3 weeks. I call back, your loan's not done, sitting at Kimberly's desk, and because of the snow, she can't reach you. Well, the snow's gone, or the weather's better. I still haven't heard from her. Thank you. Minutes. Yeah, this is their...
I'm trying to push it forward.
On hold.
I can't push you if you're going to record the call. If you turn off the recorder, I'm willing to help you.
Okay, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. I just need some straight answers. I mean, I've been trying for several weeks to get a hold of that woman, and she doesn't return phone calls.
I'm here to help you. I want you to understand that, but you are telling me I'm going to take the account that you advised me that you're going to disconnect the recorder.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
You know, I hear these horror stories on TV, people losing their houses because it went into modification. I want to unplug this whole thing and keep my loan at 20 years if they don't have the ability to do a healthy loan without burning people.
okay, this is a thing, sir. You must know this. Let me just advise.
Okay.
Bank of America services your loan for a private investor. That is why Bank of America, even if your loan is allowed to be modified, sir, it will not be a Bank of America decision. It will be the decision of the owner of your note. Just like when you park your truck in your driveway at night. Your neighbor cannot come over there and drive that truck anytime they want.
What about returning someone's phone call? Is that too much to ask? What about your representative? What about your representatives telling me you can get a lawyer, but you'll be broke and homeless, and they can't find her? The office of the president has not called me back yet. They said they were going to investigate it. The only time they did call me was when I filed a letter with the Better Business Bureau. So they should be calling any day now because I wrote another letter. And I've written Oprah, I've written Jerry, I've written the president, and I have gotten a response back from him. Granted, it's a form letter, but they're aware of it. You guys are messing with my life and my health here.
My name is Curry. I'm going to tell you one more time, I am really here to help you.
Okay.
I don't like the status of your loan modification, but again, you're a very valued customer of Bank of America Home.
That's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. Because if I was a valued customer, you would have someone that can answer one of my questions. I've got about 30.
All right, hold on for me.
Okay.
I'm doing a little working around for you, okay?
Thank you, Curry.
Again, remember, I am here to help you.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Well, things are actually moving right along, so the underwriting of your file has been completed in case you have not been informed of that.
January 27th.
When? No.
June 23rd.
Okay, I'm looking at new information.
Okay.
Tell me how to pronounce your last name.
Liva, L-I-V-A?
Liva?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Liva. No, it tells me here that the underwriter last touched your file January 17, 2011.
Okay.
So I'm looking at new information, and again, I just want you to know that I definitely am here to help you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that's a good thing. It shows me the underwrite is complete, and again, new information from January 17th of this year.
But the problem, may I speak for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, great. Well, I called a week ago, and they said your loan was done. You're just waiting for paperwork. Your loan documents will be there within 3 weeks. I call back the next day. Oh, no, your loan documents aren't done. I don't know who gave you that information. I write people's names down. I get their ID numbers. I call back 10 minutes later. No one knows who they are. No one is accountable at that company. No one.
Okay. This is what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that the fact is things to me are still moving in the right direction. I do know this program. I've worked with it since the moment it was implemented back on March 4th, 2009.
Okay.
Okay? So what I'm telling you is this is new and accurate information, and after underwriting, it actually goes to a department called Quality Control.
Okay.
Quality Control's function is to check behind the underwriter, just to ensure the underwriter has done everything that they're supposed to do.
Okay, can I put you on? Can I record for one moment just to get your verification? Just for one part.
No.
Can you Can you send me an email? Can you send me an email confirming that the letter I got in the mail is invalid because it's a brand new beginner's packet? I got it yesterday. They're saying they're missing documentation. I called in before and I recorded it, but I wanted, again, since you're being very helpful, it seems, to just put that part in verbal or send me an email saying that I don't need to worry about that paperwork. My fear is they're going to say, oh, you never mailed us back that piece of paper we needed. I've called 3 times on it. Everyone says I don't need to send in anything else. Can I get a verbal okay on that? May I get a verbal okay on that? That you don't see any outstanding documentation.
I'm here to help you, but I need you to turn the recorder off, or I'm going to have to disconnect the call, and you've gone so far. I don't want to do that, right?
Okay, I'll turn it off.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let me just document.
Document what?
What we're speaking about, or the information that I just provided to you.
And what about the information I provided to you about getting a brand new newcomer packet after a year and several months? Is that invalid? Is that...
Okay, did you turn the recorder on?
I did.
Okay, now, this is what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
And again, keep in mind, I know this process. I'm going to tell you that it's not a beginner packet. It may appear to you that it's a beginner packet, but what we want, sir, anytime a Federal Express package comes to your house, I'm going to ask you, first of all, please comply with it. And I need to make sure that you're calling this number so that you're
Okay, well, see, now I have you on tape contradicting the person from yesterday because you're all lying.
Okay, I'm going to disconnect.
Of course you are, Carrie, and I've got your name, and I will see you in court. Okay, Carrie? Because you can't stand up and represent your client. I thought you said you were going to take care of me. Carrie, I'll see you in court.
Okay, well, I had to do that to catch them in their lies, or at least to get their perception of what truth is. You know, there's so many recordings on here, but I figured out a way to plug it into my stereo system and get more truth. Here's a 19-minute one.
Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. Please say or enter the account number, or say, I don't have it.
Yes.
October 7th.
Hi.
Okay, thanks so much for holding. So I do have someone on the line actually checked in on that for me.
Perfect.
I'm actually spoke with a representative of customer service.
Yes.
Because I'm not in customer service, so they're going to go ahead and provide me with the information as far as that.
Okay.
And what were you advised that you can speak with a lawyer on because of the account?
Yes, they said there's something new that if we're unhappy with how we've been treated, that within 10 days you will sit down, have a meeting, you'll make a meeting for me to speak with Bank of America, and you'll provide legal representation, is what I was told on the last phone call, and the same rules do apply.
And I'm pretty sure they do. I'm just unfamiliar with that process.
Okay.
And can you just verify the borrower on the account that you're calling in regards to?
The property?
No, the borrower on the account.
Oh, me, Patrick J. Levy.
Oh, okay.
L-I-V-A.
No problem.
Yes.
And the last one, social security number, sir?
La 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 la.
Thanks so much. So looking at your account, I'm just showing that you're currently due for one payment. I do have to advise you of that process as well. I'm sorry, as the account status as well. In the amount of $2,735.16.
Yes.
Okay.
It gets paid on the 7th. Direct auto pay every month for the last 10 years.
No problem.
There was fees on there that they've told me that are no longer due.
Right.
But no one will send anything in writing. That's why I do what I do.
Okay, so is that why you're requesting to sit down with the lawyer?
Yes, because
Okay.
I have begged for 2 years. I'm in ill health. I'm a veteran, and no one will give anything in writing. All I get is threatening letters stating that the loan is in serious default. And he clarified that, but he wouldn't send me anything, so I put my roommate on the phone to verify it in case I have to go to court. Bank of America is operating with very borderline questionable behaviors. That's why I have to do what I do in order to get facts. Yeah, I just want to sit down with Bank of America. They said they would provide legal representation. I would really like to get this resolved. They're in the process of repairing my credit that they damaged.
Okay.
They have taken money inappropriately from my account by paying themselves late and then charging me over $350 in late fees. I had a woman there tell me I could get a lawyer, but I'll be broke and homeless.
someone with Bank of America told you that?
Yes, ma'am, and I have the Office of the President looking into it. And they never call back. They never call back.
Okay, and even if I put you on a brief hold, I'll get back with her and see if they can provide me with the assistance.
Yes, please.
No problem. One moment.
Thank you.
No problem. One moment. I can go ahead and advise you of what she told me, but if you want to hear from her, I can go ahead and conference in the call for you with no problem. She did advise me that you were working with Susan in the Office of the President's Department, and Susan put in a request for you to receive a letter for that information, and the request went in on the 3rd of October, so you should receive it. You should be receiving that letter as soon as possible. I did advise her that you are having several complaints on Bank of America, and you still want to go forward with setting up an appointment for legal matters.
Yes, ma'am.
I did advise her that you were requesting specific documents from Bank of America that they were unable to provide you.
Yes,
however, she did advise that a letter as far as your credit report was being sent out on the 3rd. So as far as your credit report, they did go ahead and fix that credit report. That's what she's advising me.
I know, but there's so many things on back to back to back. I've been told you can get a lawyer, but you'll be broke and homeless. I had been...
And I did advise her just that, like someone did advise you that if you get a lawyer, you'll be broke and homeless and all those type of things. And she said, yeah, I mean, you have been having the same problem with Office of the President. So she said that she doesn't know whether you should refer back to them. But I did advise her that you're not calling in to speak with Office of the President. You want some assistance with the lawyer so you can sit down and have a discussion.
Absolutely.
And I did advise her, like, if you want me to go ahead and connect him on the call so you can advise him of that, that's fine. But if you wanted me to go ahead and connect the call with her, I can go ahead and do so. That's no problem.
Thank you. What's the fastest way to get an appointment to sit down with Bank of America and a lawyer so they'll at least listen to what I have to say? Because I've been hung up on, I've been cussed at, and just so many inappropriate things. I was a realtor for 7 years. I had a lot of success. And I would send business to Bank of America. There is no reason they should be treating customers or people that work with them in the past. It's an unhealthy business relationship that they're conducting.
Right.
And I have it all taped. So they need to speak with me. It's on YouTube. I went to 5 news channels here in San Diego. They all are afraid of Bank of America when I have proof in my hand. I have the 5 news channels looking like complete alleged idiots, sitting there scratching their heads because they don't know how to do anything about it. I have the news director from Channel 9 stating the government has given up on us and they know that the banks are stealing. It's on YouTube right now, and no one will give me the time of day. I've done everything right here. My credit score went from 800 to 602, and I've never missed a payment. I have Congresswoman Susan Davis's assistant working on it, and you guys lie to him and say, no, there's no problems. Well, there's a lot of problems, and no one will give me the time of day. That's why I've resorted to tape recording everything, because I've been lied to too many times, and there's an angry black woman that works there that said, you can get a lawyer with attitude, but you'll be broke and homeless.
Are you recording it right now, sir?
I always have to, always. That's why when I say same rules apply, that's exactly what I mean.
You know what? I mean, I can't go on, like, personally, I can't go on with the call because you are actually taping the call.
But you said personally. Is that your personal belief, or is that what you're instructed to do by Bank of America?
No, personally, I'm telling you that I will not go on with the call because you're actually taping the call. I'm not saying that I still won't get you over to that particular department,
okay.
But I can't go on with the call.
Okay, perfect.
Because you're taping it.
Okay.
So I can go ahead and get you to that department, which is customer service.
Can you just set an appointment for me?
Well, I can go ahead and click over. I can go ahead and ask them if they can set an appointment and see if there's something as far as that. But as far as me going on with the call, I wouldn't be able to do that.
They're hiding. I know, but I need some help because they've damaged my credit. They keep sending me threatening letters stating that I'm in serious default. I cannot get anything in writing. I asked 2 months ago, I need to know where the deed is at, and they said they couldn't get it to me, or that's a different department. They never resolved it. I was hung up on earlier. I said, I would like your option that you just offered me to sit down with legal representation and Bank of America, and then they hung up. What are they hiding? What are they running from?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I don't know. I know someone advised you of that, but as far as me going on with the call, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can possibly provide you with the number, but I wouldn't be able to, continue holding the conversation, knowing that you're recording the call.
Can you transfer me to someone else that can actually set an appointment?
Well, I can see if that can be done.
Perfect. Okay, so can you just call me back when it's taken care of and I have an appointment time? And then you won't have to say anything on tape. I just need verification because Bank of America over the last 2 years has refused to put anything in writing. That's why I've sunk to these levels after being insulted and hung up on over and over again. And then Arma Mia, supposedly a supervisor, she didn't get anything done. I'm in worse shape now than I was before I started. And because they assumed I missed a payment because I was in modification, that's why they damaged my credit. They broke the law. Hello?
No problem, Mr. Leva.
Okay, I'm fed up. I need some help. You guys offered me a lawyer and to sit down with Bank of America. I would like that, and I would like you to call me back or have someone call me when that appointment is set.
No problem. I'll go ahead and I'll send that to the account that you'll love. I want to give you a call back.
Or they could just email me at realtor01@cox.net. That would be a first time for something relevant in writing from Bank of America after 2 years of begging. I've told them I have AIDS, I have cancer, I've been in the hospital, I almost bled to death, and they could care less.
No problem. I will go ahead and notate that to the account.
Okay, you have the email address, realtor01@cox.net?
Realtor01@cox.net.
You're an angel. Thank you so much for your time, and if they ask or check back, you deserve a raise.
No problem. Thanks so much.
Okay, you take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. It's still playing, so let's see what else I can put on here. I've got too many recordings. Let's try Potluck. Channel 10? No, Kimberly. Let's do Kimberly. Let's find a good one. Oh, let's do Turko. Let's put Turko on the air. This is Turko, Channel 9 News, after Bank of America's stuff.
571-511.
May or may not be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Can you please get a message to Michael Turko for me?
I can put you through to his hotline number.
That would be great.
This is Michael Turko from KUSI's Turko Files. Please leave me a brief description of the situation you're facing, along with your telephone contact numbers, daytime, nighttime, and cell phone, please. And please understand that it's impossible for me to call everyone back. I simply get too many calls. If I can help you and I'm going to take your case, I will definitely give you a call back. But if you haven't heard from me in a few days, it means I won't be able to take your case. Thanks for calling and thanks for watching KUSI's Turko Files.
Hi, Mr. Turko. It's Patrick Leva. I am recording my message to you. I have a news story since you will not do the B story that I've asked you to look into. If you need a picture of it, it is on my Facebook page. The news story is El Cohen Boulevard and Altadena. There's a 76 station. I thought the news put out that they cannot ask for your zip codes anymore. They're still doing it at the pump. I have film footage asking the guy. I thought this was illegal. He said I had no idea. So this is hopefully a story. My name is Patrick Leva, L-I-V-A, 619-997-8618. My email address is realtor01.
Okay, well, that's one of three to Turko. The other two were asking him to help with Bank of America to expose the corruption. And like he says, he's too busy to look into certain stories. And with a boss like Steve Cohen, can you blame him? We still got more time. It's still going, so let's try. There's so many to pick from, folks. How about... let's try Channel 10 now, since we got Channel 9 in there.
Extension of the person you would like to reach. You may enter it now. If it's right to your list of options, please press 1. Later.
Doesn't come out, I'm going to put the order that reach a word on it. And if it doesn't went, I think it might, I'm going to put this on YouTube as to why it hasn't come out.
Channel 10.
I think it might be because Bank of America is one of your sponsors. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't work in the news department. I'm the receptionist, so what I can do.
Okay, that's an old one you've already heard somewhere, or I've heard it. Let's try one you haven't heard. Let's get some of the good stuff. BBC.
You have reached the Beacon National Network.
BBC.
If you know your party's extension, you may dial at any time during this message. To hear the dial by name directory, please press 8.
Director.
Pat Reed.
This is the
You reached the Pico National Network. Please leave a detailed message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Leave your message, then hang up or press any key.
Hi, Leah. My name is Patrick Leva. I am recording this phone call for quality assurance purposes. Bank of America has allegedly misappropriated funds for me. If you guys go to YouTube, Patrick1678, you can see some of my videos against Bank of America. My problem is Channel 9, Channel 10, Channel 5, and I'm not sure, there's another one, and Coco all refused to do a story here in San Diego. I've called them, I've recorded it, I've told them this call may or may not be recorded. They said they weren't interested to fax it in. Then I went down there, they refused. NBC yesterday called security. I was not violent. I have so much proof in writing and on video recordings to sink the entire group of the alleged thieves. What I'm wondering is why your extension on your Facebook or your website is 709 and it's someone else. I will call back and leave a message somewhere else. Again, my name is Patrick Leva, L-I-V-A. Bank of America is an alleged thief, and I have the proof, and I have recordings that all the news channels were not recorded. Also, Jan Riley, she's a neighbor of mine, she's a friend. The banks took her house up north, foreclosed on it, and they're getting ready to take her house.
Okay, yada, yada, yada. You get the point. Let me find another one. Maybe something with a little bit more depth. Because some of these are boring and dry, but you know what? When we shake them all out and you listen to what's really going on.
Hi, my name is Patrick Leva. This call may or may not be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Is Michael available?
Yeah, Mike, they always...
I don't know why it does that.
Hi, my name is Patrick Leva. This call may or may not be recorded for quality assurance purposes.
Congresswoman
Is Michael available?
I can check.
Yes, of course, thank you. March 29th, 11 a.m. This call for I may or may not be.
I'll let it go. It's almost there. Sorry. This is Congresswoman Susan Davis's assistant, Michael McLaughlin.
Hi, Mike. It's Patrick Leva. I may or may not be recording this call for quality assurance purposes. I'm calling in regards to Bank of America, but I sent you guys a letter last week. Channel 10, Channel 9, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Kogo all refused to do this.
Okay, old news. Let's find a good one. Who's Courtney?
Thank you for calling the Home Retention Division. We're here to help.
This morning and never left.
Courtney, should I have your company, please?
Hi, Courtney. My name is Patrick Leva. This call may or may not be recorded for quality assurance purposes. You guys called me this morning and never left a message at 10:02. My name is Patrick Leva, L-I-V-A. And the reason I'm recording this is because your company keeps documenting that they keep reaching me, and they have not told me anything about my modification. And I've already contacted the news media, and that's why everything is taped. Can you please look at my file and see who called me last and what they wanted?
Okay, so you have to give me 1 moment. If you're recording the call, I'm not allowed to take the call. We'll have to transfer you over.
Well, I've already recorded it, and I've already told you everything I need to. One of your company agents called me this morning, never left a message at 10:02 at February 17th. So I'm just adding this to my court collection. So if you want to hang up, feel free, but you're going to go on the list with the rest of them that do not know what customer service is.
No, sir, I'm not hanging up on you. I'm transferring your call. I can't take the call.
And is this Making Homes Affordable Department?
This is the assistance department at the main halls of
Assistance. So you have no records of my file. You can't see it. Why are you answering the calls? What do you do other than...
I'll give you your status update.
Great. And can I have that, please? May I have that?
I can't if you're recording the call, sir.
Okay. All right. I'll stop. I'll turn it off. Just tell me my status, please. I'm dying here. Yeah. Back on hold.
Your call is important to us.
Sure it is.
With you momentarily.
I'll give you your status update.
Great. Trying to get some... And the way they look.
Momentarily.
5 minutes on hold.
5 minutes on hold. I'm just going to let it play out. And I think this is one of those customer
They
service.
call me. They don't leave a message. But I have it marked in my recent call history. 1002. Bank of America. Why did they do that?
We will be with you momentarily.
Okay, sir.
Hi. I've been on hold for 5.5 minutes.
Okay, so I had to go to my supervisor. That's my supervisor. What they want to do, they advise me to tell you if you continue recording, I have to get off the phone. So
Okay, I already told you earlier I would stop recording if you gave me some information. You've left me on hold for 5 minutes, and what was your supervisor's name?
I can get my supervisor for you, sir.
What was that person's name, please? Hello? Sir? Okay, see what I mean? To get any kind of straight answer? God bless.
And they hung up. They hung up. Alright, let's do another one. Since we're... If you have the patience to watch, then you're probably still watching. I don't know what this one is.
17th to have my loan to me, and they have not. They believe they're above the President of the United States.
So the revision of the revision of the loan, which you feel you are due,
Yeah.
From 28 to 13, they have still not gotten to you to confirm that. Is that right?
Yes, sir. And they will not send me an email. They will not put anything in writing. And every time I called up and said, okay, I got a brand new newcomer packet. It's been a year and 2 months. What's going on? Do I need to send in any paperwork?
Yeah.
The woman says, no, you're fine. You're set the way you are. I call back 5 minutes later. Oh, no, you've got to get some paperwork in. Can you please send me something in writing so I know this is real? We can't do that, sir. We only...
What do you have in terms of documentation that would prove your case that they agreed to the modification and that you were just awaiting the receipt of those documents so that you'll go get down to the 13th of a month?
I have over probably 35 recordings. I have one of their gentlemen, I believe his name is Andrew, breaking down my payment and said, this is a slam dunk, you're all done, your new payment will be your monthly income. I mean, he broke it down on my tape. I have it, and he knew I was recording him. So, I mean, the only reason I even...
Did he then follow up with an email or a document of some sort?
Nothing. And all of a sudden, lately, Arma Mia, I can't even say her name, out of New York, she's been calling me.
What would she be calling to give you a hard time or what?
It felt like it. She says, I'm just calling to give you an update. I said, great, what's the update?
And she said...
Nothing. And then I asked her, well, what about you guys being in violation of the president? I didn't call to answer that question. I mean, just like really on tape.
Well, you know how you gotta be self-aware here. You're a fellow that served the country and done what you need to do. Above and beyond for all of us. So sometimes, though, if you get excited like you are now, so people on the other end of the phone, they don't know you. They're not going to spend the time, so they don't understand where you're coming from.
Of course.
I do. You're just frustrated.
Yes.
That's where you're coming from.
Yes, sir.
You're not trying to bother anybody or badger anybody. You're just trying to get some answers. I find it difficult to understand why, if this guy talked to you about it from B of A, that he didn't follow up with some kind of document trail that would say, well, you're approved for a revision in your mortgage rate. Here it is. And that doesn't that surprise you? You would think that they would forward documents to you.
I have hours of recordings of them telling me, yes, we'll send you an email. And they never do.
Yeah.
And they blocked me. I don't know.
So when's your next payment due?
I usually pay it by the 14th. It's auto deduct out of my
Comes out of your pension, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So it's just an automatic deduction.
Yes. And then when I saw the late fees, I called them up, and that's when they started saying, oh, that's standard procedure. We remove it by the end of the procedure. Well, it's been a year and a half, and if I didn't catch it, it would still be going on. I want to let the rest of America to at least check their bank statements.
Yeah.
I don't think that's unrealistic.
No, but I think what I'm interested in is that by March 15th, are they going to be deducting $1,300 or
28.
or 28? And if they're deducting 28 when you've got assurance that it should have been 13,
yes,
then we've got something. Then we've got something. Right now, it's a little unclear to me what I do have. I've got your testimony, but I don't have
of course.
the other side.
Yes.
But I think that in a week or two, you call me and say, Steve, it's just like I thought. They didn't take me to 13. I'm still at 28. So the promises they gave me, they obviously did not follow through. Then I've got something I can go to Turko with and say, Michael, let's see what we can do for this guy. Right now, where you're sort of in this gray, I know you don't feel like you're in a gray area, but from my perspective, it's still a gray area. Because I'm hoping that they do live up to what they told you.
But no one's given me the time to listen to me except you're the first person as of now, and that's only because I came into all three places with the camera rolling.
Well, you excited people, so you've been successful in that you're able to get people out of their comfort zone. That's a good thing, but then you got to be able to deliver, in a calmer way.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to deliver.
Come down to room temperature, so to speak.
Of course.
Get your ideas across. So I'm glad you called me back because I am interested in your story, and I'm very interested in the larger story. We've done some of those stories as well. But if you're going to get screwed by these guys and they take out 28 instead of 13, you were promised 13.
Yes.
Then I've got something. And at least I can move and do something at that level.
Great. So I'll just...
I want you to, here's what I would suggest you do, and you can take my suggestion or not. I think you should call B of A and say, look, I've got a record of one of your agents telling me that I qualified for this mortgage change.
Yes.
And I just want you to, one, verify for me that is going to happen, and second, to send me a document that verifies what you're telling me.
I have over 10 recordings of that, begging, saying I'm dying, I have AIDS, I have cancer, I've lost both my brothers, I've lost one to AIDS, one to cancer. These people do not give a crap about anyone but themselves, allegedly.
Well, they have to care about your mortgage mod. If your mortgage mod is approvable and fits the criteria, and they told you you're going to go to a certain number, then they need to go to that number.
They were told they're in violation of the President of the United States the other day. I have that on tape. No one will hear me. That's why I'm so frustrated.
I know, but it's just a matter of you're going to hurt yourself more being upset like this. You got to not do that to yourself. You're just going to wind up breaking yourself up inside for no reason.
There is a reason. I refuse to lose my home. This is my life savings. I put $200,000 into this house, a saltwater solar pool, granite kitchen, gorgeous. I added a bathroom. I redid my bathroom. I put a new air conditioner, new roof, new windows. And these people, because I have equity, refuse to send me anything in writing to confirm what they say. And you guys don't want to report on it.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready for that conclusion. What I'd like to do is see if there's any document that you can get from an email or whatever that says, look, we've agreed to this modification. And then what I'd like is that when you get to the date when they take out your money, if they're still taking out $2,800, I want you to call me back on this number.
Rather than putting it back on me, do you want the phone number for the Hope team? And you can check with an outside agency. They heard the conversation themselves, and they told Bank of America, you are in violation of the President of the United States.
Federal guidelines.
They feel that they don't have to respond to the President.
Well, they have to respond to you directly. If
they won't. They will not. I'm sorry. And that's where my frustration comes from, because that's all I've been begging. I said, I need to sleep at night. Let me know if you need any paperwork. Send me an email. Send me a fax. Nothing from any of them. And I'd have them all on tape incriminating themselves. So if they want to go that route, fine. But
what I'm suggesting is, let's see if they take you to 1300. If you get a 1300, then all's fine and good, right?
Yes,
They
yes.
did the right thing.
Yes, sir.
If it doesn't happen, you call me.
Okay.
I'm offering you the opportunity. Call me directly. Say, I want to talk to Steve. Call me at this number. I'm the only one that gets to this number.
Okay.
And I'll pick up. And I promise I'll pick up.
Is there a reason you won't do the story now, or at least start an investigation?
There is a reason. There is a reason, because I don't think I have the data points that I need. I know you. I've got your testimony. I've got your recording. But what I don't have is I have nothing from the BFA side of what they're, of whether they approve this mod or not.
Would you like me to sign a release so you can get all my bank information from the bank? I will do that. If you had any conviction behind you to tell the truth, that's how it would work. But you don't.
You're not going to get any help from me.
Okay.
Standing there telling me that I'm not a credible person.
I didn't say you're not credible. I said allegedly you refused to help me at this point. And I told you I had recording after recording after recording.
Look. Here's what I'm offering.
Okay.
If when you come to the March date when you normally would have the deduction for your mortgage, if the deduction is still not in keeping with your behavior mod, call me. And then I've got a specific and obvious fact.
I did that, Mr. Cohen, and it just goes on and on ad nauseum. Okay, I found a new way to convey my message. All 120 videos or recordings will be coming out on YouTube. So, all of you Bank of America employees that I've taped, Congress, news stations, Ron Roberts, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you all know the banks are stealing, and you all sat on your alleged fat, lazy asses. God bless America.